Hey guys, it's Fire Ginger Wolf back here with a Guild Wars 2 video. For this video, we're going to be playing with the Elementalist. This is going to be a healing build. I covered kind of the fire and the earth. I need to do a water and area, or water and earth. And I figured tonight would be water because I want to try and see if we can get a healing build together because I think healing is huge. And Elemental is probably one of the strongest with the healing. So I hopefully grabbed enough good healing area effects to work on healing. So again, I'm going to try the new format that I did in the last video. So keeping the old format, but adding the newer stuff as timestamps and keeping the cooler thumbnails. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the last video. This video will hopefully be the same idea. May not be as action-packed, but hopefully a good build. So we're going to switch over here to our game. And then we're going to run through everything briefly here. So we'll start with traits. So we have Earth. So we have Stone Flesh, strike damage reduced, Earth's Embrace, gain protection, stability, regen, vigor. Cantrips are enhanced, by the way, through Soothing Disruption. So we get regen and vigor, cripple and damage, reduced movement impairment conditions, which I think will be really good. Earth weapon skills get reduced recharge, not going to be a huge thing. But then remove conditions when struck while your health is above the health threshold. The health threshold I figured would be a good thing to have. The other ones they were okay. Arcane. We have Arcane Prowess, gain Might when you swap attunements. Arcane Precision. Actually, I'm going to switch this to Arcane Restoration. Swapping attunements restores health. Sorry about that. Grant elemental attunement. Grant a boon to nearby allies when changing attunements. Final shielding. Cast less arcane shield, which blocks through attacks and breaks, stun, and explodes. Gaining increased concentration. And then we have the Evasive Arcana. And the main one is water, so we remove conditions and heal. And then for water, obviously, Soothing Mist, we recover health over time. So 2100 for 10 seconds. That's 210 health a second-ish. Soothing Ice, gain regeneration and frost aura when you critically hit. Healing Ripple, heal nearby allies when tuning to water. Soothing Disruption, cantrips are enhanced, granting vigor and regen. And we have one cantrip. Aquaman's Tree, increased healing, and then they get reduced recharge, and then Soothing Mist is more effective. So hopefully that'll help. So the idea is kind of supporting your allies with healing. We can probably do some combat, but the idea is to try and be more in the team fights. So we'll see how that goes. So for the skills, we have Ether Renewal, Cure Conditions, and Heal Yourself with a Repulse. And then since the cantrips are enhanced, we get Regen and Vigor. I grabbed the Frostbow because we get extra condition, duration, and healing. And the healing's the big thing. Signet of Water, incoming duration, condition duration. We can damage, chill, and heal allies in the area. I tried to grab the lesser one, but that one doesn't heal. So that's why I ended up not using that one. I have Renewal of Glyph of Renewal. So based on what elements we're in, we get different revives. And the Renewal of Water is going to be the one we're trying to using. Revive full health, which is insane. And then the Glyph of Elemental, summon Elemental based on your attunement. Which in this one, the lesser, the bigger elemental does heal. So we're going to try that as much as possible. And then, like I said, we've got the staff. So basically, every attack will heal and damage. We can apply vulnerability and some damage. Healing area, combo field water, chill. No damage, but it's unblockable. And then we can call down an area to provide regeneration, conditions, and yeah, so it's kind of an area of effect. And you get your fire, your power. I'm trying to focus on the water is the main idea. So I'm not going to go in too much into the other ones. But basically, your power, and then you get your support and utility, and then you've got your defensive skills. So that's what we got so far. For the amulet, we have Sage, so power, vitality, healing power, condition damage. Actually want to look at that. Look at that. Perfect. Rune of, I didn't even look at this before, but Rune of let's see, Duena. We get extra healing, so we go 298 to 324. So then our Soothing Mist, I think, is going to get bumped up. Yeah, 22 75. So 227-ish health every second now, which will be nice. Then we also get extra regeneration, so that'll increase these, hopefully. I think it did. Yeah, it did. Which will be good. Extra healing. And then regeneration you apply is 20% more effective. So the healing is actually increased. And then for the staff, we've got transference. So healing to others is increased by 20%, and escape with your move, movement, impaired conditions. When you swap elements based off of a question I asked in the video, and someone got back to me on that. So thank you for that. So we said the idea is kind of trying to support your allies in fights and team fights specifically. But hopefully we'll have a little bit of ability to survive on one-on-ones, maybe to try and duel, but we'll see how that goes. So hopefully you guys are excited to see this build. Hopefully it works. If you guys are enjoying these videos, be sure that subscribe button along with that bell. I'm trying to get to 200 subscribers just because it's want the channel to grow, and I know this is the more popular videos, so I'm trying to make sure I do them as much as I can. So hopefully you guys are enjoying them. But all right, we'll queue up for a game, and then kind of just talk about stuff while we wait. So, yeah, I got the Earth one, I had the Air one to do yet for the Elementalist. I'm gonna try and do the other Tempest, Weaver, and Catalyst. I'm gonna try and do builds around the specific to the elements as well, which I think will be kind of fun. But the water one is probably gonna be very high damaged. But I'm really going to try and make sure I'm staying water, because that is the idea. It's a water is the healing element within the Elementalist. So we're going to try and do that as much as possible. So not a lot of damage, and like I said, we can always switch if need be. But then, like I said, the main idea is not to worry about burn and damage. It's trying to heal. But we do have access to some damage. And I mean some, I mean very little, if need be. So, but yeah, so burning, power, support, we can apply swiftness at the beginning of the game, stunning, pushback, blindness. Then we got earth, so we can create a line where they can't cross. Reflect projectiles is good. Some bleeding, which is decent, and then we have a way to immobilize and bleed again some more. But I'm going to try and have the elemental out as much as possible, and I'm always going to try and have the water one so we can trigger the actually you can only have one at a time. Try and trigger the healing when I need it. But like I said, the staff is probably, I think, one of the best for the healing with the class. I guess the sword's actually decent too, but this is a base elementalist, so I'm trying to stick with everything that's in the base game. So that kind of looks like I think the staff is the big one, just because on the main attack you get to heal, and then you have 2 area of effects. You have that size, and then you have this big area, and then you can also, this is huge too. So hopefully I'm going to use the Glyph a few times during fights. So we will see. Hopefully it works well though. Is that the stats aren't going to be too, I mean, hopefully healing is impressive. That's the idea of the build. But I don't think the other stats are going to be as high. But I'm trying to do different builds. I know I like the Ranger, and I could spend probably too much time with the Ranger builds. But I'm definitely trying to balance between classes to learn the classes and try and find builds that are fun to play. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the mix. I might do the metas at some point, because I think they probably end up being the new elite specializations or a mix of them. But I want to make sure that I'm trying to create builds too, because that's the idea of this, is to work on creating builds, finding builds, and stuff, but also, you know, experiencing the meta to see what it's like. But yeah, so we'll see how it goes. But hopefully you guys are enjoying these. I try my best to think these builds through before I get them up. I actually don't, like I said, I actually play with them. I don't play with them at all before. Like, I kind of test them on the dummies, but I don't actually play any games before we start. So whatever we run into is going to be new to me. So hopefully you guys are cool with that idea. Because now I don't know what to work on. It's kind of a, all right, this is what we're working with. So, but here we go with game 1. Hopefully this goes well.
Hold on to your points. Seize theirs.
Replenish.
An enemy ship is pulling into the harbor. It's the Capricorn. The dock's been captured. They've taken the bazaar from you.
Time to do some real damage. A little help.
Try and keep that water up as much as possible.
You've taken the archway.
Nice work.
Time to do some real damage. I've been doing that one for days. I don't have enough energy. You'll have to hit much harder.
I don't have any. Because I have no damage. Ah. Try and get on point to keep them from
Be ready to give the signal
capping
and
it.
return fire once the cannons are loaded.
I knew it wasn't gonna be. I already knew this wasn't gonna be a damage dealing build. So when I'm outnumbered, obviously this is not gonna do well. The idea is to try and support teammates in fights. So I'm gonna try and get back to mid as soon as possible.
I could outrun a centaur.
Cannons loaded. Ring the bell to signal them to fire.
Get up.
I've got the target.
The bazaar is yours.
Time to do some real damage.
Come on.
Replenish. You'll have to hit much harder.
Oh shoot. Ah.
You've taken the archway.
We got the point, so that was nice.
Blue team ring the bell. Fire all cannons. The bazaar is yours.
How do I drop things?
bazaar from you.
I feel good. I could outrun a centaur. Time to do some real damage.
Be ready to give the signal and return fire once the cannons are loaded. The bazaar is yours. You've lost the dock. They've taken the bazaar from you. Target identified. Cannons loaded. Ring the bell to signal them to fire.
I could outrun a centaur.
Oh, come on.
You've taken the archway.
Time to do some real damage. Replenishing. That was impressive. I could outrun a centaur.
Oh, that's not the button I wanted.
Replenishing.
Your enemy took the archway.
Time to do some real damage.
Red team ring the bell. Fire all cannons.
I summoned the power of the storm.
The dock's been captured. Target identified.
Oh, I had my character facing the wrong way.
Replenishing.
Be ready to give the signal and return fire once the cannons are loaded. You've taken the archway. Cannons loaded. Ring the bell to signal them to fire. The bazaar is yours.
Energy.
Red team ring the bell. Fire all cannons.
Nice work, guys.
Time to do some real damage.
You've taken the archway. They've taken the bazaar from you.
Alright, how much healing did we get? 307,000 healing. I could definitely tell on team fights the health bars of the teammates just kind of shot up. Overall, they actually did better than I thought it was going to. Like I said, damage wasn't strong, but the idea is that like with these skills that we have here, this regeneration is decently good. This heals for a good amount. The soothing mist is about 227-ish every second, so that's pretty good. The cantrip offers regeneration and healing. This can revive an ally to full health, which I used a couple times to maximum efficiency. That worked well. I didn't use the bow as much. I'm going to take a look at that real quick here while we're searching between games. This is a good way to revive and heal allies. I used that once or twice on an ally, and then this has, I mean, it's damage, so it does damage, but the healing is kind of a cool effect. And like I said, with the earth, the kind of the cool ones was the unsteady ground, so you could kind of block a point off, which I tried to use towards that last set of the bell. You kind of have the reflect projectiles, which is good. The bleeding is good. If you get that to go off, the bleed immobilization is good. Air, the stun field's kind of fun. The swiftness is good when starting out, just because you can get moving quicker. And then you got your fire, which targets a burn and foe area of effect, burning trail, and then you got your meteor shower just for a lot of damage. But overall, that worked really good actually. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that game. While we queue up for the second game, I'm just gonna look at the bow here quick. I should have done it at the beginning. All right, so we get shoot an arrow of water damages foes and heals allies around the area of impact. Gain a stack of water arrow each time you strike an enemy. Then we have Frost Volley. Rapidly fire at your foe, marking them vulnerable. Damage. So there's only one healing, and it's that first one. The rest of these are damage and offers some. Oh, that's a stun. Nice. So the other one, the only healing off the bow is the first skill, which increases your healing. But the other ones are kind of actually damage and condition stuff. So that's kind of fun. But overall, that worked good. I was trying to figure out if I wanted a cantrip for this skill instead. But like that's personal healing. This is healing for an ally and can revive 5%. So if for some reason I completely miss my target, or if I'm able to start reviving an ally or keep them up just enough to survive so that we finish, that works too. But definitely, trying to heal an ally to full health, 100% health, worked really good because I definitely was able to use that, I think, twice. And that definitely can turn the tide of a fight really quickly when you have an enemy that comes back up with 100% health. So that made a huge, huge difference. But these healing skills were insane. And those traits, the traits, some of those traits were good. The healing, obviously the healing one's good. So that was kind of cool. The decreased movement speed and movement impairment's good. The gain earth armor when struck, so that's extra. That's some health and protection and stuff. Swapping attunements restores health. To me, I think. Grant boons, so when I swap to water, I grant regeneration. So all that fun stuff worked with concentration. Obviously, is going to increase the boon duration of regeneration on some of these skills here. And then you've got heal nearby allies when attuned to water, so you get healing, and then you also get regen. So that's 2,800-ish health. You have the soothing, increased healing. So you have all sorts of ways to heal, which worked really good, I think, to start with. And definitely trying to hold on to this as late as possible. And I have range on this too, so I definitely don't need to be up trying to close to revive them to trigger it, which is another nice thing. But yeah, no, that 300,000 health, that's actually, I mean, obviously it could probably be better, but I was trying to find more for team effects, and most of these are team effects for healing. Obviously the main skill, I couldn't find anything. But I mean, clearing conditions is quite nice. So
Replenishing.
I'm gonna switch to air now, and then do this.
Hold on to your points.
I think that's enough air. I think that's enough movement. So I wanted to go
Enemy
mid.
ship is pulling into the harbor. It's the Capricorn. They've taken the bazaar from you. The dock's been captured.
Get up. Don't die on my watch.
I feel good. Through.
Oh, come on.
Replenishing. Bring this one down.
You've taken the
Trying to send
archway.
any of these guys to heal them. Just trying to get back up there quickly.
You'll have to hit much harder.
The dock's been captured.
Help me over here. Replenishing. Time to do some real damage.
Oh,
Be ready to give the signal and return fire once the cannons are loaded.
Too strong. Replenishing. Time to do some real damage. I'm on fire. Not enough energy.
You've lost the dock.
oh, thank gosh.
Cannons loaded. Ring the bell to signal them to fire. You've taken the archway. Blue team, ring the bell. Fire all cannons.
Endurance running low.
The dock's been captured.
Replenishing.
Oh. Again, I don't do enough damage. I should have tried to finish, but I don't know if it would have worked or not. I guess I should have tried. We're at 172,000 healing. That's pretty good. We're looking a little rusty at mid.
Time to do some real damage.
Which is kind of unfortunate.
The bazaar is yours. Your enemy took the archway.
Trying to see where we're gonna regroup at. mid.
They've taken the bazaar from you.
I could outrun a centaur.
Oh, I missed it. You kidding me?
Be ready to give the signal and return fire once the cannons are loaded.
Heal.
I feel good. They'll have to hit them hard.
Cannons loaded. Ring the bell to signal them to fire. The dock's been captured. The bazaar is yours. You've taken the archway.
Courage reflects you. I could outrun a centaur.
I'm ready. Are you?
Healing here.
Your enemy took the archway.
They'll have to hit hard. That's not
We get points.
Red team, ring the bell. Fire all cannons. You've lost the dock.
Really? Happened unblockable. Alright.
You've taken the archway. Be ready to give the signal and return fire once the cannons are loaded. The bazaar is yours. Your enemy took the archway. Cannons loaded. Ring the bell to signal them to fire.
I need help.
I tried. I tried. I tried. 299,000.
I could outrun a centaur.
Looks like they got Bell. come on.
The dock's been captured. They've taken the bazaar from you.
Oh my gosh.
Bring this one down. I could use a hand over here. Replenish.
Thank you. Thank you. That was huge. 318. Really?
Replenish.
Oh, what the heck?
The bazaar is yours.
Anyone? Help!
Nice work, guys.
Your
Not
team
bad.
is victorious.
320,000 that game. That healing worked good. I felt like I made a difference on Bell with the healing and stuff. But the nice thing is with the Elementalist, I think you have, yes, you can kind of create a build that's centered towards one element, but you still have the others that you can work with. Like with the water, I know it was a lot of healing, but it worked. Like it really worked. I mean, over 300,000 healing both games, I think, is a good amount of healing. But then you also, with the air, you have some utility. You have the stun. You have the pushback with the earth. You have the blocking wall, reflect projectiles, the immobilize, and the bleed. And then the fire, you've got your burning, area of effects, evade. So you have a lot of different effects. Then you've got your abilities here, which this heals and cures a condition every second, and you get the cantrip bonuses, so regen and vigor, which is just great. Which the vigor is going to help you get your ability more often. Try to use this dodge as much as possible. Maybe not with water, but I tried. Then you got your bow, and the bow is actually good. Like it's really good. And what you could do is create it and then swap out of it and then just work on the healing because you get extra healing power. But then you got your also this heals, revives, chills, and then does a little bit of damage. This revives a full ally, which is great. 100% health too, like 100%, like it's like a full character essentially. The other ones, I think, fires like if they die within the next 10 seconds, they get revived immediately. Water is full. Air is 1 and teleport to you, and then Earth is revive up to 3. So that's kind of a good one too. But it's versatile to what you want it. And then the elemental is good because the water one heals, and the other one's kind of Earth's hard to kill. Air's got some support. Fire's just got some burning aspect. Then your traits, mainly the swapping to humans, health, regen. Swapping to water gives you regeneration. Sorry if you guys can hear her barking, by the way. Concentration is just going to increase the boons of regeneration, which is going to heal longer. Then you've got gaining regeneration Froster when you critically hit. That's going to help. Soothing Mist. Heal eyes when you return to water. Healing's increased. Soothing Mist is increased. And then you've got your healing duration's better. Healing is in better. Healing power. Healing to others is increased, and you can get rid of conditions when you swap. So overall, it was a main water build. The idea was water healing and stuff, but you had the other elements to work off of to just what you need to. So overall, I think this is, I'd say good, great. The only issue is damage, but I was trying to get more towards the healing. But it was great healing. That's what it was. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. If you did, be sure to hit that like, subscribe button. Take care. Have a great rest of your night. And I'll catch you in the next one.